that promotes renewable energy and clean and energy efficiency. We just got to get it done, or all those jobs that I talked about are going somewhere else.
Scott is joining us from Central California with former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm. Scott, good morning.
Good morning. Ms. Granholm, you know, I was in Battle Creek, Michigan not too long ago, and they had a solar plant sitting there that they built with Obama's monies, well, our taxpayers' monies, and they got it totally up, and then it sat there empty, and they closed it down. And at the same time, you had 800,000 gallons of oil going all throughout the laking system up there. You know, now you talked about the G20 and Germany. The German chancellor just stated that they're going to be shutting down their nuclear power plants because they're unsafe. I mean, we've already had 5 incidents of nuclear problems over here in the U.S. just this year. You know, I don't get the reasoning behind what you're stating.
You don't get the reasoning behind moving toward renewable or clean energy, or you're just saying that nuclear shouldn't be a piece of it? What are just to clarify?
Nuclear is being taken off the table. The Secretary of the United Nations stated the other day that we're going to have more meltdowns because of the climate that we're in. We're in post-glacial rebound effect. We're going to have bigger earthquakes. NASA just stated we're going to have over another foot of water going into the oceans, which is the equivalent of filling every inch of land on the planet 2 feet high with water. We got problems. Yeah, we need to go into some renewable energies, but you know, when you shut down a plant before it's even opened, it doesn't make any sense, and no jobs came into that plant.
Okay, Scott, we'll get a response.
Let me talk about that plant. It's a really good point. That plant is a company called United Solar Ovonics. They put that plant up. It was actually built under the Bush administration, but they built it because they anticipated that the United States would have an energy policy. That Michigan has an energy policy. It's a modest renewable portfolio standard requiring that we get 10% of our energy from renewable sources, but it's not going to be enough, nor is any of the other patchwork opportunities that some of the states have entered into going to be enough without a national policy. They built that plant. They applied to the federal government for low-interest loans so that they could get the equipment in the plant, and they assumed that there would be national policy. There was no national policy, so they couldn't open the plant. Very disappointing. But what are they doing? They're moving to Canada. Why? Because Canada has a national policy that creates demand for solar products. That is what America has to do. And without a policy, these jobs are going to leave, and that is a prime example of it. If we sit back...
Now, mind you guys, this lady is a Canadian citizen, and she was the governor of Michigan, okay? This you know, and I love my friends in Canada and stuff. This is a G20, okay? This is a globalist. This is what she's talking about. Global, 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 global. Okay, G20, G20, G20. Man, they could have opened that plant up anytime. If she was dead serious about creating jobs, they would have found a way to open that plant and get it going. Okay, that's what America's about. Finding a way to get it done. She was the governor. She's passing the buck. The buck stopped with her. She did nothing.
It's the state of Pennsylvania, USA, North America, and it's in Limerick Township. What happened was that Unit 2 automatically shut down at 5:02 this morning. Plant personnel are still investigating the cause. Hi YouTube. It's the 3rd of the 5th, 2011, and we have a nuclear event, USA, state of Mississippi. Granholm nuclear power plant, Port Gibson. The damage level is low, it's level 1. And the description of the event is the Nuclear Regulatory Commission is investigating after a radioactive element is found in the Mississippi River. Saturday the 9th of the 4th, 2011. Hi YouTube. An incident in Richland, Columbia Nuclear Power Plant, state of Washington. Now this occurred Thursday. Washington State's only nuclear power plant briefly evacuated about 25 workers after a small amount of hydrogen sprang from a pipe and ignited in a 6-inch flash.
Now the two other nuclear plants that had problems this year was the one in Virginia, which was hit with a storm, and the one at 9 Mile Island in New York. And I'll play this clip from Michigan when I was over there. This is only breath away that I was cruising with. Restricted area, blah, 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 blah. No photos, no cameras, on job site. Well, guess what? Nobody's working here, so it's not a job site, so that's a lie. This is a, what was it?
It was a solar panel for 300-some jobs.
Okay, solar panel facility for 300 jobs, and it got snuffed by the governor of Michigan for the greater greed, serving these oil corporations. Instead of getting clean energy, is spending millions upon millions of dollars, which would create a bunch of jobs. Okay, this building sits empty. And they put all these stupid signs on it. And this is your taxpayers' money, man. This is your money. You're paying this governor to do this to your citizens. Okay? And how many... Hey, this one's off Russian TV. Listen to it yourself.
UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon urged the world to prepare for even more nuclear accidents on the same scale of Chernobyl and Fukushima, and called for greater international cooperation.
Okay, this is all the oil gunk that came down this river system. They got booms all the way up this thing. They got black tarping all the way down over here. And guess what? That solar plant is not only a block and a half up that way. You can't see it. But it's only a block and a half up that way. You can see the oil gunk on the side of this concrete. I mean, it just killed everything. It smells like crap here. Man, too much, folks. And you're paying for this. You're paying for it. Look at this, man. Holy smokes, and they could go to clean energy and they're doing this stuff.
So we hate to say we told you so, but we did, and it's time to take action.
The study says the melting ice sheets would add 5.9 inches to the sea level. Along with mountain ice melting and other factors, the sea level will actually rise 12.6 inches.
Okay, now I had some more questions for her, but I mean, I point blanked her. You know, on a foot of water going into the ocean. 5 nuclear plants that have gone offline already this year because of accidents here in the United States. Weather related. One was a space quake, and then you got Fukushima burning out of control. And G20 or Germany, who she mentioned, you know, on this nuclear stuff, man, they're phasing it out. I mean, dang, folks. But, you know, here, your voice just got on national TV. Okay, it's the second time I've been on C-SPAN, and I'm just going to keep it up for you guys, man. I love you very much, and information shock resistance. And for all my friends and subs over there in Michigan, you know, my heart goes out for you because, boy, this gal just didn't take care of business. And when that was going on with that oil spill and stuff, she was up there in Switzerland getting some kind of award, okay? For what? Who knows? And now she's the PEW Charitable Trustee for Clean Energy Program, okay? It's right here. Clean Energy Program. Senior advisor, okay? And we know that we got HHO technology. We know that we could drive cars on water. I got videos on it. They can take out these fuel rods and just leave those plants there and convert them into a water technology. And they're talking about batteries? Are you kidding me? Wow. Talk about a smoke and mirror. Anyway, information shock resistance. Lift your voice up, man, because, you know, that piece of paper of Articles of Incorporation is an idol. They gave that paper life. You ain't hearing people talking. You're hearing that paper talk. And it's an idol. It can save a flea from a dog. And we got to get rid of it. Love you guys. Have a good one.
That runs on nothing but water. And all kinds of water will do. River, rain or sea, they all make this car mobile. Even tea works. Japanese company Genpax unveiled the eco-friendly vehicle in Osaka. Once water is poured into the car's tank, an energy generator takes hydrogen from the water, releasing electrons that power the car.